Hey, peace and two, what's up, y'all? D Prime 215 here, Philly represent forever and always. At a recording session for my debut album, Before the World, produced entirely by Camden, New Jersey, B1. Today, recorded Million and One Answers, Cost of Integrity, and Emerald Flows. Rest in peace, and Mr. Harmy Sawa, because that's where the name came from. But yeah, it's been a pretty productive day. You know, this pretty much what it is. What it's like when I record. You know, I get straight to it, and I try to, you know, make sure I get the most out of every session I do. And you know what I'm saying, we keep it rocking and rolling. So, words bond. The one where I said sacred, just take that one out.
Oh, word,
yeah. And then before that, also when I said million, just take out that ad lib too. Before the World, that's the name of the album. So where it come from, a couple things. So I look at like a debut album as like you're putting yourself before the world. I kind of like it like that, like just like finishing the rhyme before the drum comes back in.
Well, I don't mean that. I mean, I think you're just getting a slight bit ahead of the feel.
Oh, okay.
Not like where you're choosing to put it. I think the flow is great when you nail it,
Yeah.
you know.
A frequent saying I always heard was, it takes your whole life to make your first album. It takes your whole life to make your first album. And then when I'm working on my first album, I'm like, yeah, they weren't lying. But the caveat to that is it takes your whole life to make your first album. Not your man's life, not the man you heard, or the John you heard, or whoever. It's your life, not anyone else's life. Just vibes on the beat. I feel like the ad lib was like deeper than the original.
Okay. Gonna drop it?
Yeah. First things first, gotta kill your hubris. To peep the minutia on the King's Road left. Do you think we have time to do Emerald Flows?
You wanna track it?
Yeah, I wrote a whole new verse to that.
Oh shit.
So, yeah. I gotta rap about, you know, what I'm living and, you know, my life and, you know, pretty much like paint those pictures and bring them to life on these beats. Mute One crafting absolutely amazing, you know, soundscape for me. When I hear his beats, I feel like I'm reading a book. Like when I'm reading like, you know, Iceberg Slim or Donald Goins or Carter G. Woodson or Sidney Poitier or Harry Belafonte. Now I know that was very wide spectrum, or Mitchell S. Jackson, you get the point. All amazing authors that always made me like, when I'm reading it, I'm visualizing the scene. So when I heard his production, it made me visualize those scenes. And I feel like I held my own when it came time to, you know, write out my own scenes for Before the World. So.
I get to thinking I won't be needed.
That I feel like I say 215 at least once per song. I just do, right? I rep Philly. I'm very passionate and genuine about what it is that I do. Everything I say, I more or less stand behind. Yes, I could be sarcastic, but even within that, it's still me. I'm also, you know, I'm a student of hip hop, first and foremost. People that influence me, I'm doing that regardless of whether or not they know I exist, and I'm not doing it for anything in return because, you know, I'm a fan of this, I'm a student of it, and, you know, all those artists and many more influence me in what I do. So, you know, it's very organic, right? Like I'm not like dropping names or saying names to appease like a snobby hippity hop crowd, because there's no way I would be able to do those references if I wasn't an actual genuine fan of those people, and I have a lot of love and admiration for what they do. And then in the beginning, like the very beginning, I was like before the verse started, you could like cut out like any of the stuff I was saying. I would just count. Another thing, I really want the listener to walk away knowing that I'm someone that is very self-aware too. I'm smart enough to know I don't know everything. I feel like my man Amir, peace beloved, he said, I don't know everything, but I'm a work that's in progress, something like that. I should know the barber anyway, peace to him. So like, I don't know everything, but I always try to like, learn as much as I can, and I'm also aware how people can misunderstand me, and then they'll run on that misunderstanding and make that the sum of all my parts, and they hold on to that no matter what, because once they put that, like, I know people will have like a vision of me, and they'll make that like who I'm supposed to be no matter what, and they ain't trying to compromise on that. So I'm a man, I can't compromise on my values, I'm a man of honor, integrity, morals, and all those things. And that's really how I am, and I don't take crap from anybody. I don't compromise on anything, and that's not no, some street stuff, and ain't no tough guy, none of that, it's just who I am, because, when you're built a certain way, there's things that you can't compromise on any of that, so, yeah.
Personality to it, you know, and you're like hitting the rhythms, but I think you're just kind of chanting it,
Yeah. Let me just play it just delete that, but just play the beat out loud.
Sure.
I feel like for some reason, the beat, I don't know why I forget that one bar.
Yeah.
You from nearly on the run above the cost, becoming more beyond your budget. Okay.
I feel like, this album, if not the album, at least if you watch this video of me speaking on this and everything that influences me, you get that I'm an actual, living, breathing human being with, their own thoughts, autonomy. Like I said, I'm genuine. I'm aware of stuff that goes on. I'm aware someone's gonna see this and think something of me that ain't even what it is, but it is what it is, man. So there you have it, Before the World. I'm so ahead of my time. I don't even know when this is coming out. This might be out before the album comes out. What is this? We in November 22, right? So I don't know. It might be December 2023 by the time you see this. I have no idea, but that's what it is, man. Genuine, always ahead of my time as much as I can be, as evidenced by what I just told you. But yeah, so D Prime 215, Before the World, produced entirely by Mute One. Love and peace and love. Yeah. Look, nothing is free. Everything has a cost, and none is free. Okay, bring it back. I'm gonna get this right.